Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the Forex market. So today I think that makes sense to take a look at the Great British Pound, just because on the euro currency, guys, everything stands as we have discussed already. So you can see market is taking some pause around the oversold, but in general it has dropped below the 127 target as we suggested and hasn't even shown the minor pullback that we discussed. So here it was very small pause in downward direction and just keep going lower. So it means that we're still watching for this 1 or 80 target that should be reached maybe within this week. It's the nearest future. So here is nothing actually to add. For any position taken, you could keep an eye on possible intraday pullbacks. Thinking about taking the short position, we're not considering taking any long position by far, just because this action, according to our long-term view, it's a continuation to the major target below the parity, and as closer market will come to the parity, as greater the correlation will be. So I think that euro currencies are already aiming on the parity. But on the Great British Pound, situation stands a bit different, but still not less tricky than on euro currency. You probably know what's going on currently in the United Kingdom. All the show around the government and Boris Johnson has problems, so that's surely not bring more support to the currency. And the situation in Great Britain actually really difficult in the economy as well. So, and the political scandal is not really good assistant to overall situation, and absolutely doesn't help to improve the conditions in the economy as well. So on a lower time frame, it makes look like not very important issue, but if you take a look at in a bit longer term charts, you'll see the importance of this thing. So currently on the euro currency, on the Great British Pound, we see this downward action that's forming some kind of the free drive pattern, and supposedly the destination point will be around 118 area. So we see the crossing of the two extensions, that's very accurate. Here is a kind of the divergences forming something of that sort. But anyway, that is for a scalp trader. So theoretically, if you would like to take a long position, that's the pattern that you could think to use. Maybe here's market could show the bounce, because if we take a look at the oversold, so supposedly this also might be the oversold area, and precisely it's not the oversold, but anyway, precisely at this moment the euro currency might complete also the butterfly on the daily chart. So maybe Great British Pound will be strong enough to show at least minor bounce here. So that's the pattern that we're considering. On the lower time frame, this last part of the free drive, as always happens, takes the shape of the butterfly to show you the extension 1804. And on the hourly chart, we also have this ABCD pattern that has approximately the same target, around 1805 as this ABCD. But why I'm talking actually about the free drive, it's not because well, I call you to trade on the long side. Currently it's very risky, but how it relates to higher time frame. So if you'll take a look at the weekly chart, you will see that this free drive is forming precisely around weekly XOP. So actually we already have here, so you can see this XOP has been reached there. But take a look what's going on. First of all strong levels have been broken already. Market has no strong support below this area. Market is not at oversold, not on the weekly chart, not on the daily. And take a look at response on the XOP. Minor candle has been formed, minor retracement has happened, but market already erased it and dropping below the lows. In the few days maybe market will drop below the XOP. This will be a really bearish sign, as market tending to go lower. And if you'll take a look on the monthly chart, you will see how this level actually important to the overall picture on the cable. You could see that this potentially is a kind of the wide and flat head and shoulders pattern. We've already talked about it, that this performance is definitely not good for hand insurers. There's a really big chance to fail, especially with the fundamentals that we have in the United Kingdom. And as you understand, dropping below the XRP of the weekly, and if market fails to show any bounce based on the free drive, dropping below the 118 area, it will be the signal that hand insurers is failing. And that in turn suggests drop below 112 area. Personally, I think that Great British Pound also probably will move to the parity, because we have here this ABCD pattern with the target somewhere. The COP was consolidation around COP. OP stands around 95.60. So that's actually the target in the medium term where Great British Pound could fall in the medium term perspective, once this attempt to reverse will fail. So it depends when the really unavoidable bad events will start happening and become evident in the United States economy. So currently everybody, as we explained yesterday, treat the United States economy, treasury market as something safe haven and the last outpost of the of the protection. So, but in reality it's not so, and when it's become evident, there's maybe major change in minds of the investors happen, but it depends on at what point it will happen and where the cable will be at this point. So currently, with the technical picture that we see here, it's really big chance that market fails to show any bounce and keep dropping lower, taking 112 target. And from that standpoint, if you'll take a look at this free drive, of course you could try to take the position, maybe some bounce here will happen, market could show minimum target. So for instance, it could show bounce above the stop, which will be minimum targets around 124 area, but more important is what will happen right there. So in the case of minor target and drop below this area, or if market will fail to show any bounce and keep dropping below this area, breaking 118 area down, all these moments suggest failure of the big monthly pattern and drop below 112 level. So this will be big signal for the bears. So that's why I think that it makes sense to keep an eye on and be prepared if you intend to trade cable on the bearish side.